Hotfix 10.1 Stealth Undocumented Changes. Heroic Chainsword. Damage 19 and 19. Speed 1 to 4. Cleave 16 to 10. Whatever. So apparently the speed actually wasn't changed, even though it's changed on the card, which is pretty interesting. Considering this is a stealth change, there's even more stealth changes to this stealth change. No, seriously though? Seriously, I have been told that the speed is still slow, which is kind of insane. I don't think the Heroic Chainsword should actually have a slow speed. After this post, I'm gonna go into why I think some of these changes hit the patch and don't hit the patch, but regardless, it comes down to somebody's unorganized. Told you they will buff this thing from 1 speed, which apparently they didn't. Let me know in the comments if you have better information on that. If anyone will find some other changes that's not mentioned in the patch notes, feel free to share. Assault can kill teammates with Ascension. Could be related to a certain perk bug. This is a comeback of the old bug. Yes, Ascension is bugged again. We have talked about that. It is very unfortunate. Man, I hope I don't see Assault players getting kicked for this one. Man, Assault players been through so much in this game already. Okay, but let's continue. Sniper Stealth Spam Nerf. This one reported to be a bug. Expect to fix later. More info from the devs. Alright, so the Sniper Stealth Spam Nerf bug. The thing is, with the spamming of the camo, I'm not surprised if this was a legitimate change. It's definitely something that wasn't reported in the patch. However, I would be genuinely surprised if they didn't stop Sniper from doing this. Essentially, if you use camo as fast as possible, you can effectively spam iframes and healing. With squad renewal, I think you should still be fine regardless. Like, even if it takes off a quarter of your cooldown just for using it, I think squad renewal, not to mention with the new heroic bolt pistol, there's a lot of ways to get your camo back pretty fast. So I'm not too worried about this one. As a sniper player, I'm not too worried about this one. I always try to play camo within my capability, and for the most part, just spamming iframes, I don't know. I don't like really focusing on spamming too much. It really depends. But yeah, for the most part with camo, spamming iframes might just take it a little bit too far, in my opinion. But regardless, I never even used it that way anyway. So to me, at the very least, the camo has been nerfed and you can't spam iframes with it anymore. However, you still have squad renewal, you still have purification, you still have those iframes. It just takes a second to get back. Honestly, as a sniper player, I don't really mind this one too much, but we will see. Edit 2 based on feedback. The power axe has a bug where the power step hits more targets. Wait, hold on, what? Has a bug where the power step hits more target perk, reduces all damage by a lot. Oh, sheesh. Okay, so there's a full-blown bug perk on the power axe where apparently you get hits more target perks. So apparently there's a perk there that allows you to hit more targets, I guess. If you want decent damage, you have to use the bottom row on the perk tree. Power Axe bug explained by Zambit. Hey, shout out to Zambit. There's a report that Heroic Chainsword speed is only increased via numbers and menu. Yes, and its actual speed is still 1, despite being 4+ in description. Need more info on this. Yeah, that would definitely be very helpful. Dude, honestly, with some of these stealth changes, I'll just talk about it right now. With some of these stealth changes, I have a feeling the devs aren't as organized as we think they are. Like, some of these things seem like legitimate bugs, like the Ascension situation, but then some of these things feel like they tried to patch something and just kind of like messed up a little bit. Whereas it could be the sniper camo or the heroic chainsword speed changes. Like, it just feels like some of these stealth changes are more so just dev mistakes. At least in my opinion, that's how it feels. But regardless, I guess we will see. But yeah, actual combat performance of Heroic Chainsword is still the same for now. It's still 1 speed. So yeah, it feels like the devs tried to buff it, but just missed something. I don't know. That's unfortunate though. But it also wasn't on the patch notes. So potentially maybe even the devs kind of disagree with each other when it comes to nerfs and buffs. And that's how you get some of these situations, because maybe they just changed their mind or something. But yeah, ultimately I can understand where this can be frustrating. Bulwark shock grenade perk is causing massive amounts of self-damage when being deployed? What? Just down myself at full health immediately when shock grenades perk deployed. Dude, okay, let me know on that one, guys. That's terrible. That's actually probably the worst one to hear. Ascension, I think you can avoid. Not a lot of people like Ascension, but everyone loves shock bulwark, dude. Shock bulwark is like the best. I really hope this isn't true. Kudos to all Battle Brothers contributing to the great deed. Okay, so I wish I had some undocumented changes for this. I wish I had some stealth changes to contribute here, but unfortunately I do not. The one stealth change I caught was the heavy bolt pistol not gaining as much contested health as before. I caught that one when Siege mode came out, but nobody's talked about that recently, so it's like not really a big deal, which is cool, I guess. The heavy bolt pistol's ultimately going to be for damage anyway. If you want to heal yourself with a pistol, I think the burst bolt pistol is very good for that. But okay, so again, with these stealth undocumented changes, I suspect there has been some unorganized patching from the devs, or the devs disagree with each other with certain balanced decisions. I do think the sniper spam, the sniper camo spam thing probably should have been nerfed or patched or at least adjusted. I find it too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like the shield rush for Bulwark. Why would the devs give you the ability to perma-stun terminus enemies? You know what I mean? Same goes for Sniper's camo. Why would the devs give you the ability to spam iframes, like, infinitely? You know what I mean? That's kind of wild. I guess it really depends on how you're playing Sniper, but for me, I guess I just played him a little bit more basic, maybe a little bit more traditional, but ultimately, I still love squad renewal, so even if I use my my camo, and for whatever reason, I, lose out on a quarter of the cooldown, I'm fine with that. I'm just going to use squad renewal to get my camo back. That's how it is. That's how I played the Sniper before. It hasn't really changed how I play him now. So I'm excited for that. Well, actually, I'm excited to play Sniper more in stratagems. I'm just excited to play the game in general. But of course, I'm not excited about a nerf. But yeah, it is what it is. Well, the best buff they can give that sword, the heroic chainsword, is to remove the full throttle skip. Punch usefulness is pretty limited. Punch usefulness. I mean, yeah, the punch for the chainsword. I mean, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. I feel like the heroic weapons are definitely unique, and they are purposely unique. Like, get out of the way of how you normally play the game unique. But yeah, as far as the full throttle skip, I haven't really learned a lot about that one recently. I have seen one person report that they took it out of the game. So I guess this one needs more clarification. At the very least, I didn't see this one updated on the post, so maybe the full throttle skip is still around. But yeah, well, the best buff they can give that sword is to remove the full throttle skip. Punch usefulness is pretty limited. I don't know. That's pretty interesting. Regardless, yeah, let me know in the comments if you have more information on the heroic chainsword. Also, how has it been performing? I really hope they do increase the speed of it. I don't think there should be a heroic melee weapon that gets outplayed by a relic melee weapon, but unless the relic melee weapon literally does something the heroic can't. So in the chainsword's case, this is kind of interesting. But yeah, let me know in the comments if full throttle skip is still around with the heroic chainsword, or how useful the heroic chainsword is. It would be cool if they actually posted the stealth fixes like this, or the sniper cloak cancel change. Well, dude, seriously, like, some of these changes really do come down as bugs. Like Ascension, obviously a bug. Shock, Bulwark, damaging itself, obviously a bug. There's really nothing there that I would see the devs adjusting. Like, Shock is fine. Ascension is fine. I don't see the devs nerfing or buffing Ascension at all. I think they're perfectly fine. The camo. The sniper camo is the one that kind of stands out here, because it's the one where I'm like, oh, I could see the devs nerfing that. I could see the devs doing that. But at the same time, I could also see the devs being like, maybe we could just leave it in, I guess. I don't know. When it comes to, like, what the devs decide to nerf, sometimes it's normally the thing that is the most obvious. So I do think in certain cases, the camo sniper, that was probably the most obvious. But yeah, some people are saying, hey, it's a bug, so they might fix this. So if this is a bug, that's fine. But yeah, it's just, wow. I did not expect this wave of bugs for the hotfix. I think in patch 10, Ascension should have been fine. But yeah, I mean, overall, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this stuff, man. If assault players are damaging teammates, you're definitely gonna see some assault players getting kicked and not know, and then make a post about it. But it's probably because of Ascension, ultimately. So I guess, yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys ran into any stealth changes or any sort of bugs or anything like that we haven't seen. And the camo potentially could be a bug, but for me, I wouldn't be surprised if they nerfed it. Now, that doesn't really explain the other bugs in the game, though. The shock bulwark damaging itself, that's definitely not something the devs wanted to do, obviously. So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys run into any other undocumented changes or any stealth changes, any sort of bugs that came through with the hotfix. Ultimately, I do hope they buff the heroic chainsword as well, so that'd be cool. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this, and thanks for watching.